out.
Konting tulong. Kumbaga, who wants to be a millionaire? Call a friend.
Okay yan
With 37 seconds to go here, here's that last play. I'm on the floor. I may be down, but I'm not yet out.
He didn't lift that other foot kaya hindi siya natawagan ng traveling. He asked for a timeout. Nobody was challenging him and he was given that 30-second timeout.
Ayan, a timeout means time for San Miguelite, the low-calorie beer. Only $12.50 at a store near you. Muli po, kamusta kayong lahat mga kaibigan? Sa ating mga kababayan dyan sa gawing Rojas City, sa Dumaguete, ang ating kaibigan si Mayor Ping Remolyo. And of course, dyan sa gawing Sultan Kudarat, yung Takurong Sultan Kudarat. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat mga kaibigan. Welcome sa inyong bayan ng Superstars. Only 37 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Shell with its biggest lead of 8 points. And an opportunity to make it a double-digit lead.
Well, really looking for more. Alang kay Dick using 3 big men now with Wilmer, Crisano, and Jun Limpot on the floor at the same time.
Telan, libre si Rayback, inikot si Marsan. Cuts, moves closer, Rayback from the top of the key.
Yes.
What a game today for Michael Rayback.
And that's a 10-point lead right now. No fouls being asked from Shell because they're in the penalty. Ginebra can opt to go for the last shot here. They still have only one option. They go to Limpot.
Here's Jun. Ilabas niya kay Helterbrand. He goes up. Yes, cuts that one down. 4 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Alam ni Marsan yung time. He's gonna throw up this shot.
Here's Jun. He gets away. He goes up all the way. Wala.
Counted yun ako pumasok.
But nonetheless, Shell has had a magical quarter here behind the guns of Michael Rayback and Jerry Esplana. They have 12 apiece today, and Shell has an 8-point lead going into the final quarter.
Kapuyin ng short ng Blue Helmet ang kanyang magiging kasungalit, si Shell River Sergeant Fans, Brgy, Bocala. 60 seconds. Good luck from your PBA. Hindi na po kagad pag nakuha mo yung bola. Dito mo unang makakapala ang shoot. Ang bola sa basket ay siyang magramagi. Today's second shoot winner. Palabangan po namin siya. Pagkana rin si Survey Sokalan. Presented for Jomo Duwala.
And we walk you through the third quarter. Now it's just about time to begin the fourth quarter as we take a look at our scoring by quarters. Brought to you by QuickTide, the all-in-one glue technology by Loctite. A big third quarter, Dr. J, para sa Shell.
Well, tabla tayo at the end of the first half. So it was there that Shell made that big run. 22-14 to get an 8-point lead. The biggest lead was 10 points. Let's see what Ginebra can do. They're starting off with the offense here at the start of the fourth quarter.
And
balik na naman si Jackson dyan.
There's Limpot. Wala pa rin mangyari kay Jun Limpot.
I think they shouldn't force the situation on Limpot. It would be a good time to give him a rest now. Let him get his bearings. Kumbaga sa boxer, hilo na ito eh. Kasusuntok dito, hilo na, iniiwan mo pa rin. Maybe give Meneses a chance.
Yes.
Take out Limpot. and then put him back later on.
Ito yung huling galaw ni Jun Limpot. Libre na, pero mahina yung tira niya. That slow-mo play was brought to you by PLDT Text 135. If you can't say it, text it. For free activation, call 171. Telan is also back in the game. Inipo niya si Joel Dualan, and Telan gets a wave. Splitting the defense here, and it's back to a 10-point lead for Shell.
You're in trouble when you let Mark Telan dribble with his left hand. He's not going to pass off. He's going to go to the basket. That's his favorite move. You let him go to the right, he has to pass off because he cannot take the ball up quickly.
They're looking for Limpot again, and Jackson holds his ground here. Limpot talaga sumusubok na bitawan na naman ang bola.
He really has to be replaced. They should even call a 20-second timeout and replace him. No? I mean, if they're going to insist to go to the play to him and he has botched it 5 times in a row, you better do something about it.
At si Jackson naman, tinitingnan lang lamang siya.
No, Jackson knows when to back off. When to defend hard or when to back off.
Mali pa yung lundag ni Limpot. Tira ni Wainwright, wala. Crisano finally grabs the rebound.
They already have Berhel Meneses there at the scorer's table. Pero hindi pa lang siya makapasok dahil walang dead ball situation.
Look at kay Dick. Sabi niya, come on, push it up, push it up. Kagiwa.
Yes, sir.
And now the two Philams combining here, Helterbrand and Kagiwa. They just may be the spark that Ginebra needs to come back in this game.
But see, what they're allowed to do is because they put pressure on Esplana, they let Jackson bring up the ball without anybody harassing him. No?
Oh.
So dahan-dahan sila magsiset ng half court yan eh.
Tira ni Esplana, turn around. Wala, Limpot gets the rebound. Alam mo si Limpot parang off timing din. Hindi na rin makalundag, Dr.
Maybe
Dick.
he's also tired. He might be tired.
Ito si Kagiwa. Wainwright, tinatawad. Ang ganda ng galaw. What a move. And he comes down hard on the floor. And that's what the fans love about this kid.
Yeah, yung crossover dribble niya. And he's a tough kid.
Watch this move. Just an excellent crossover. Look at Wainwright getting away. And he just dives like a ballerina in the air. That slow-mo play was brought to you by PLDT Text 135. If you can't say it, text it. For free activation, call 171. Siya po ang third pick overall this year's ating draft. Mark Kagiwa, surprise pick actually. Not much, he was not talked about much just before the drafting. But Ginebra just saw the kid's potential.
Verhel Meneses has been recalled to the scorer, to the bench. So probably he was going to come in for Kagiwa, no?
Oh.
Not for Jun Limpot. So they're going to stick it out with Jun there.
Instead, iniupo si Wilmer Ong at pumasok si Magtulis.
Magtulis, oh. Nauna na si Berhel doon. Kanina pa nag-aantay si Berhel na makapasok doon. Pero wala nga dead ball situation. Ito, back-to-back puntos ang ginawa dito ni Kagiwa. So, re-recall ngayon si Berhel.
13 puntos na po si Mark Kagiwa. 4 in the final half. He had 9 to lead Ginebra in the first half. Another super Burgasil tapal there by Alex Crisano. 5 seconds of shot clock ng Shell. Telan with that left-handed layup, humingi ng foul, and here come the Kings.
Ito na, lumalaban na yung Ginebra, tumatakbo na naman.
Helterbrand looking for Limpot. They still want to try that play. Head and shoulder fake. Limpot turns around. Tapal! Super Burgasil tapal. Si Mark Clemens Telan.
Alam mo, ang ganda kasi pumoste si Jackson. Hindi ka basta makakakilos eh. Tapos ngayon tumutulong si Telan.
Esplana palming the ball.
Good call. To be able to elude his defensive man, kinarga niya yung bola eh.
No move on the part of Coach Alan kay Dick here. And Limpot is still asking for the ball. Sabi niya, bigay mo ulit sa akin.
Well, hindi naman aayaw yun eh.
Talagang siguro eh. Sabi niya, ito na naman si Kagiwa. Lusot. Reverses. Wala. Jackson gets the rebound. That would have been spectacular. 9 minutes to go here. Inside the Jackson. Oh, nasa ng depensa. Esplana with a great recognition. Jackson with 11 points. And it's back to an 8-point lead para sa Turbochargers.
8 minutes and 47 seconds. Still a lot of time here. A lot of some exciting movements. Not too much scoring.
What a game again for Chris Jackson, Dr. J. He has just been playing so well. Helterbrand open. Wala. Rebound. Dalawa nagagawan. Finally, Jackson gets the rebound. 10 boards today for Stonewall. 8.5 remaining here. Telan, laban si Crisano. They slow it down. Like a butcher. Bounce pass, muntik na maagaw, tuluyan na nakuha. Tumaib si Wainwright. Jump ball. And underneath that pile, somewhere there, if he can find it, is the foot of Magtulis. And now, Baldavid will check in para kay JJ Helterbrand at the 8:07 mark. Held ball between Alex Crisano and Rob Wainwright.
Magandang matchup yan sa jump ball. Parehong malakas tumalon.
Yes. At ang ating mapman gets busy here. Again, we're coming to you from the Inares Center sa lungsod po ng Antipolo. Welcome sa inyong bayan ng Superstars. Crisano laban kay Wainwright. Front court ng Shell. Tapik.
Ang bilis talaga ni Kagiwa.
Tapos nasipa ang bola ni Kagiwa sa bilis. No? He is just full of energy.
Just what the doctor really ordered para sa kanilang team.
Yes.
No?
Parang tailor-made.
And he's a firebrand. Yung mga tinatawag natin na typifies the kind of game that the people love in Barangay Ginebra.
Jackson open. Passes up on that shot. Ito, mainit eh. Pero sablay ang tira ni Rayback. Limpot grabs the loose ball.
Got it reset to the point.
7:47. Magtulis. Nilabas. Kagiwa from long distance. Patay!
Hindi talaga umaayaw yung batang yan eh. No?
16 in the game, and that was a PLDT long distance shot. His second for this ball game, and the lead has been cut down to 5. What a kid. Pure energy. 7:27 remaining here. Esplana. Tinatawa ni David. 11 seconds of shot clock. Mr. Cool, yes.
Yes, sir.
Knocks it down.
Mag-cheer kayo dyan. Then we come back and make a good score using the shot clock. Kami ang lamang. That's a very big play para sa Shell.
What a game for Esplano also, Dr. J. 14 today. This is a conference high for Mr. Cool. The opportunity presented itself. Wala si Dale Singson, and he responded. Here's Limpot. Wala. Jackson gets the rebound and another foul by Limpot.
Alam na ni Limpot na basa na yung kilos niya papunta doon sa kaliwa. So he was really gonna come back to the right. Pero minamalas eh.
Malas talaga.
Pero pinipilit.
Andun pa rin. Alan Gaydic knows there must be some solution somewhere. We'll be back. Pinali ko na muna si Wilmer, no? Parang pahiyang lang. Hindi mo siya nag-jump to kulo. Masyado na mainit eh. Ano shooting nila po? Ginawa? More out of 18. 4 out of 18. Dr. Trusted Alaksa, number 1 sa sakit ng katawan, doble visa, doble galing. Jun Limpot has had his problems today, and that's saying it very mildly. The main man, the big deal para sa Barangay Ginebra, missing that one. This one, he will go around. Telan will be there to help out. About 5 plays na walang nangyari kay Jun Limpot. He loses the ball. His numbers may be up in this conference, but in this game, he is just miserable.
And if not for Kagiwa, Ginebra will be out of this game already. Kagiwa has played a good fourth quarter offensively.
Marsan, kinaliwa. Humanap lamang ng foul at ang malaki ang napingwit si Banjo Calpito ang tatawagan ng foul.
Calpito just come in replacing Alex Crisano. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left dito sa ating fourth and final quarter.
And we still do not see Verhel Meneses here, Dr. J.
Well, the reason is because Berhel is supposed to play the position that Tagiwa is playing. There's no other adjustment being made. But because he's playing so well, hindi siya inaalis.
Ayan, nakikita na natin si Meneses ngayon. Kinakausap
I
niya
hope
Alan Kaidig.
I think the gamble there would be to try to maybe take out June and use Berhel. Even if you have a smaller team, doesn't really mean that you're going to lose out, no?
Oh.
If you defend well and you get a good scorer into the floor, and then maybe you can bring June back in with better confidence.
Tagiwa with the rebound of that miss by Marsan. 8 po ang abante ng Shell. 6 at kalahati ang nalalabi dito sa larong ito. Barangay Ginebra led early in this ball game, but Shell has come back. We had a 30-all tie at the first half. Here's Limpot, laban kay Jackson. Soft move.
Wala pa rin.
Misses that one. Limpot is down on
And
the
that
floor.
hard fall.
And Limpot
He's hurt, no?
slowly. He's not even up yet.
Yung kakapwersa niya against Jackson and Telan, doon siya nasaktan. He's not on the floor.
Esplana, pinasa kay Jackson. Inikot nila kay Esplana. Takes the shot. Yes, Mr. Cool with 16 today.
They need a timeout here.
And Limpot is still on the floor.
They need an injury timeout here because he's hurt. When he landed, it was a hard fall.
You know, at a certain point, pagpagod ka na. At gano'n na nangyayari sa'yo, frustrated ka pa. It will be a... Pag bumaksakit, medyo talagang ano na yun, dala na rin ng pagod. Let's watch it again. June Limpot challenging against Jackson. Iikot siya dito. One-handed shot, wala, and then he will fall here. He will get the rebound, yes. Boom.
And he comes down hard because he couldn't control it. He's still there. Hindi pa nila naiaalis siya ron.
Watch it from another angle. And ang dasal na lamang dito ng mga tiga-barangay, hindi masyadong malala ito kay June Limpot. Timeout means time for San Mig Light. The low-calorie beer, only $12.50 at a store near you. Oras po natin dito sa laban na to. 5 minuto, 56 na saglit. Sa fourth quarter, lamang ang Shell, 61-51.
It had to take an injury to take June Limpot out.
Yes. Wow. And today, his numbers have just been awful.
Now, Berhel Meneses has come in together with Alex Crisano. Their lineup, si Calpito kasama si Tagiwa. Sa kabila naman si Telan, Jojo Lim, June Marsan, Jackson Telan.
Tagiwa muli. Kalog.
5 minutes and 40 seconds left. Shell continuously controlling this ball game.
And the tempo has been with them.
They have set the tempo kasi dahil sila lamang eh.
Whenever they want to run, they will run. If they slow it down, they will slow it down. Rebound is Plano off that three-pointer. Miss ni June Marsan. 5 minuto, 20 saglit. Nauubos na ng dahan-dahan. Ako, mintik lang mabitawan ng dribble. Here's Esplana, laban kay David. That matchup again. Telan, Marsan, libre si Jojo Lim sa tabi. When
Yes,
you
sir,
have your
finally.
teammates shooting well, mahahawa ka eh, no?
And then, pag malaki na lamang mo, the pressure is off.
Yes, lumalaki yung ring eh.
So it becomes now a 12-point lead. 51 points only for Ginebra. Shell has 63. Berhel asking for a pick from the opposite side so he can make a pick-and-roll play.
And now Jackson taking on Meneses. Tagiwa traveling. And now nothing going right. Even for the guy, he was doing all the right moves.
Well, ang tagal ng execution ng play nila, no? And then they were under time pressure to get off a shot.
Esplana pumunta sa corner. Ando si David. Double team comes. They swing it around. Again, that familiar play. Lim, outside shot, short. Tagiwa gets the rebound. This is a 12-point lead. Banjo Calpito. Challenge. He's in the shaded lane. He goes up. Yes.
That was the shot that June couldn't get down to fall.
That's right.
I mean, alam natin kayang-kaya ni June yun, pero ayaw lang talaga pumasok.
Calpito, a former Santa Lucia realtor, earning his first 2 points of the game, cutting down that Shell lead to 10. 4:10 remaining. Marsan, wide open.
Yes, sir. It just becomes so much easier for the reserves or players off the bench to score once the lead has been established and the tempo of the game.
And this is being done without Wainwright on the floor para sa Shell Turbochargers. Calpito, sapal na naman. Super full kasi tapal ni Telan. Crisano is there. Winasiwa si June Marsan. David takes a long one. Rebound ni Calpito. Goes up with a one hand. Yes, 4 points. Off the bench para kay Banjo Calpito.
Now they're going to ask their players to press, no? It might be a little bit too late now with 3:30, but you can't say, no? Couple of steals, couple of defensive stops. Maybe Ginebra can get themselves back in this ball game.
Jackson.
Hindi mag-aapura yan, Shell na yan. Puro mga veterano yung mga nasa backcourt nila na yan.
At ang bola na bitawan ni Jerry Plana off a tap there. It will go back to the Kings. And the Shell Turbochargers will take a timeout. You're watching the PBA on Viva TV. Welcome back, mga kaibigan, sa Phil Sports, rather sa United Center. And we take a look at our nifty refreshing face of the day. Ang pangalan po niya si Ella Del Rosario, a Shell fan. This most refreshing face of the day is brought to you by Nesty Iced Tea. Take the plunge.
Well, at this stage of the ball game, she is on the right team. Although hindi pa nga tapos ito. Ginebra is down by 10. They have over 3 minutes left in this ball game, and they have possession.
There's Jun din po, Dr. J. 4 out of 19 today in 40 minutes of action. Ang word is that he has a hamstring injury on his right leg, and he will no longer play today.
Of course. And he has 6 turnovers, too, and that hurt them.
Just not the day for him. Kagiwa, lumusot, reverses.
Ooh, what a shot. So they're down to 8, so hindi pa tapos yan. Now they'll put pressure in the backcourt.
Spectacular move from Kagiwa.
See, they have to put pressure. They should have done this earlier.
Whoa!
Nawala talaga yan eh.
Nilaglag kay Kagiwa. 20 in the game for Mark Kagiwa.
I do.
And now the lead is down to 6. Marsan, hounded by 3. White shirt and the foul by Kagiwa.
So Kagiwa and Baldavid, ang sarap na parang mga wiper yan sa harap.
Tama mo si Elterbrand, talagang patay ka dyan.
Of course, Elterbrand is seated down, but Berhel is trying to give them support.
At the end of this game, we will be choosing our Viva Mineral Water best player of the game. Here's Mark Kagiwa with a spectacular move up and under. And then a steal, 4 points in a row for this Glendale Community College standout, and the lead is down to 6. 2.5 remaining. Esplana, nagtatakang lumusot. Andun si Kagiwa, triple team. Esplana is hounded. Marsan, long distance, wala. Rebound, tinabik, napunta kay Banjo, pasa kay Kagiwa.
Yes, there
He
is.
has 22 in the game, 6 in a row, and the lead is down to 4. And hindi na makakati si Perry Ronquillo. He has seen the smoke. He is seeing the fire in Mark Kagiwa. We'll be back. Barangay Ginebra has strung up 6 points in 45 seconds to cut down this lead to 4 points. As we take a look at some numbers at the QuickType board, brought to you by QuickType, the all-in-one glue technology by Loctite.
Still at 6 blocks compared to 1 for Barangay. Now that pressure is going to help them.
Esplana is down at may tulak si Baldavitaw. Sabi ni referee Lagan, wala pa sa penalty ang Barangay Ginebra. That will put them in the penalty now. Panglima na rin yan ni Baldavid.
Bal has to refrain from fouling out. They need him here in the end game. He has to put pressure, but he must not give up that 6th foul. Let somebody else do it if it's going to happen.
Jackson cannot inbound. And he will call another timeout here. 20-second timeout ni Coach Perry Ronquillo. Tama ka, Dr. J. Kanina pa dapat yung pressure na yun.
I was thinking of that as much as the 5 minutes 50 mark because nothing was going for them in their half court. And if that, that blessing, masama nga yung injury kay Jude, but if they have a chance at this ball game, it's because he was taken out. He had to be taken out.
Timeout means time for San Mig Light, the low-calorie beer, only $12.50 at a store near you. If you talk about the player, of course, Ilimpot na po. Blessing in disguise, Mark Tagiwa scored 13 points in the 4th quarter. The same output ng Shell this entire quarter. Just what a ball game. 22 points for him today. A career high in his young professional career.
Now, yung pressure dito ng Ginebra doesn't mean that they have to come up with steals, but they have to come up with defensive stops. There's plenty of time for them to get back in this ball game even without a steal.
Here's Jackson. They're down by just 4.
See, Jackson is going to stop his dribble if you put pressure on him.
Yes. Wainwright against a smaller man. He goes up. Strong on that one. The ball tapped. Napunta kay Meneses. Crisano has it. Inagaw ni Marsan. Wainwright is down on the floor, and let's see.
Hell ball. But that was the ball of Ginebra. All he had to do was hold on to it. But good spotting on the part here of si Marsan para maagaw yung bola na yun.
Ito yung sinasabi mo.
Bola na nila ito eh.
Bilaghum. Sinundot ni Marsan. Baksak si Wainwright. Ando na naman si Crisano. Alam mo, actually, pinapakain ng Ginebra yung pinakain ng Shell sa San Miguel. Shell came back from a 20-point third-quarter deficit
to win in overtime.
They extended it 65-all. Right now, it's 65-61. A minute and 50 remaining.
And a basket here just makes this anybody's ball game.
Vito will go up. Challenges! No!
Parang traveling pa nga yun eh. Na pinagbigyan na lang siya, pero he did not make the layup. No?
He had the chance.
Yeah.
It was actually a good shot. Here's Esplana. A minute and 30 remaining. Jerry. Nilabas si Marsan. Esplana has had a magnificent ball game today. 16, a conference high. He's inside. Mr. Cool!
Yes, big basket. So how big was that missed layup on one end? It could have been 2 points. Now it's back to 6.
18 points today para kay Jerry Esplana. Here's Kagiwa. He has 22.
Isolation play.
Jump shot. Way short.
And that could be it, no?
With a minute and 5.
Maybe Shell has weathered the storm. Just, if Bal is going to foul, that's sacrifice on his part because he's going to foul out.
And Esprana will go to the line, Dr. J.
Yeah.
The Helter Brand, the kagad tinapik.
You want to stop the clock.
Not been a very good offensive night para kay Baldavid. Only 4 points today, 2 rebounds, rather 3 rebounds. And he has not been able to stop Jerry Esplana at all. At ngayon, si Helter Brand ang babalik sa laro with only 61 seconds to go.
It's like 2 on 1 end. You cannot stop somebody and you cannot score, no?
That's right.
So,
doon sa point guard position na yan.
Problema na naman yan, no?
Si Helter Brand has also not been a scorer here. Only 2 points. So combined, si David sa si Helter Brand, 6 na puntos combined. Laban kay Esplanang 18.
Still some hope here. Yes, that's a 2-possession game. If he can make the next free throw, he makes it 3 possession, but still manageable with 61 seconds left in the ball game.
And when you have a coach like Alan Kaidik who can string up those 3-pointers in a jiffy, he knows there's still hope. Narito si Helter Brand. Nagmamadali, pababa.
Push it, Sal.
Binigay niya kay Kagiwa. Kagiwa gets away from his man. He goes up 24 today para kay Kagiwa.
Then you want to put on the press. Maybe you want to foul Marsan. Yeah, you want to foul Marsan. You want to put him on the free throw line.
There are people like you in Shell na pwede mong foulin. Si Jackson, iniwan nila doon libre, and Jackson has missed all his free throws today. And that'll send Jun Marsan to the line. Coach Alan Kaidik talking to his young Turks there, Helter Brand and Kagiwa. His Phil-Am boys, as Marsan is given some pep talk naman ni Coach Perry Ronquillo. 50.3 seconds to go. Lamang ang Shell ng 5, 68-63. The victory here by Shell would bring them up to the top of the